The ninth principle of strategic case making is to reimagine your value proposition. So there are two issues I would say with this one. Number one, most organizations know that when they're making a case to whether it's community members or other institutions in their community or nationally, they've got to vet themselves. They've got to say what their track record is and we've done this and who we are. Usually when folks are trying to make a case, they put it in the wrong order. They put this at the very top and they want to tell you all about who they are and what they've done. And we serve this many kids and we serve this many lunches and we've gotten this many people housed and we've been doing this since 1924, and they go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And by the time they get to the point where they're actually making a case for the issue, the energy is gone out of the conversation. So one of the first sort of reimagining opportunity is, as you will see in the ordering of this one at 9, is to put this at the back of the case making. You're going to put this at the back of the case. That allows the things at the front of the case to do the hard lifting for you, right? Establishing stake and urgency and agency, getting loss aversion out of the way, moving aside those dominant narratives, positioning and anchoring solutions, making those things do the hard lifting. So by the time you get to the point where you're talking about who you are as an organization and how trusted you should be, folks are really bought in, right? They just need the details of some of that comes later. So that's the first opportunity for reimagining. The second opportunity for reimagining your value proposition is most folks, when they're trying to vet themselves to other folks, usually go in the wrong direction. They give the numbers of this, the numbers of that, and they go we've been in business since 1934. All of those details may be important. You can probably put that in a flyer, one sheet, pass that across the table, you're done with that. The things that people really want to know is, what's the value of that to me? How should I see that value vis-a-vis me? It's great that you've done all this stuff. I would say if you've done all that stuff and you've been successful at it, keep doing it. What are you talking to me for, right? So reimagining means thinking about that value to the other person that you're talking to and what is it of that is meaningful. So for example, there's a large housing provider that brings people together in a volunteer way to help to repair homes, to build homes. And I was talking to them about their value proposition. They were going through all the things that they did and all their outputs. And I said, stop. What's the real value? If I'm a corporation in this community or a public policy institution in this community or even the local government, what's the value to me that you're doing that work? And they sat there and they said, well, I guess you should be glad that we're helping people. I am. But what's the value to me? Let's think about that. You're one of the only organizations that has the power to bring together the diversity of people that are involved in your work and to bring them together in a very constructive way. You got Democrats and Republicans working side by side, right? In a way that they don't often work on anything together. You've got folks who retired working alongside and next to millennials, right? You've got folks who have a lot of income and are very wealthy next to folks who are struggling to pay the rent, all in the same space. You are building the public infrastructure really for civil discourse, right? You're bringing people together to talk to each other, to work together in a way that is constructive that very few institutions in this community can do. That's the value to the person you're talking to, not just that you're right. And so one of the core principles when you're thinking about your value proposition is to step out of the outputs, right, that you're producing and think, what's the real value to the larger set of institutions and civic and community leaders that I'm talking to that would really help them see why an investment in me and my capacity as an individual leader or an organization is of value really to everybody. If you do that, you get people to really see the true value of what you are providing.